Hi, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of our podcast, No Punditry. And today we'll be covering all the three sports because it was a fest for us sports lovers, starting with the World Cup final and then the F1 GP and then the India England ODI series. So, kaisa lag raha aap log ko? What do you guys think about the World Cup final?
Honestly, I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't expect the game to be so dead. I think XG of Argentina was 0.0304. They had one shot which was like towards the end of the game. That also was not proper shot. I would not consider that a shot, but it was a horrible game by Argentina. I don't know. And some people might call that football is saved, corruption didn't win. I won't go as far, but yeah, Spain were the better team in the tournament, and they were the better team today in the final, and they won deservedly.
Yeah, I agree. मतलब गेम तो बहुत वन साइडेड था. स्पेन डोमिनेटेड एवरी सेकंड ऑफ इट. बट एक चीज मैं कहना चाहूंगा. व्हाट अ टूर्नामेंट मेसी हैड. He showed his greatness again in World Cup. Unbelievable for 39 years. लास्ट में भी उसने काफी कोशिश करी. कुछ क्रॉसेस थे वो अंदर आ रहे थे. वो एक चांस था जो उनका सेकंड शॉट था, काफी क्लोज हो गया था, बट he missed, which is unfortunate. And mad respect to Messi for what he have done, because ये भी उसका लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप था. So the दोनों goats बाहर चले गए हैं, which is very sad to see. But rather than that, congratulations to Spain. And now every Barca player is basically a World Cup winner. They're world champion.
Yeah, yeah.
Good for
But
them.
good for them, but to be fair, like in the World Cup, I mean, Ferran Torres was good, but it was the non-Barca players who have actually really dominated from the Spain point of view, right? If you talk about like Rodri, um, even like
Rodri,
Merino was so good.
Oyarzabal, Merino,
Exactly, Merino was so
Cucurella,
clutch.
Simon.
Rea has also been very good. So,
But
but yeah,
the goal came from the person who's most trolled
this
for his finishing,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Ferran
good for him.
Torres.
I started feeling bad for him at one point, like Bichara. So he finally got a chance to redeem himself and win the cup for
Yeah.
his country. And yeah,
And
what
now.
do you guys think about like who do you think is getting the Golden Glove? Like, has it been announced yet?
I
Because
think the
it's just
announcements will
No.
happen now, but irrespective, I'm pretty sure it has to
Oh,
be a nice amount.
before that, do you guys let's catch up on that banger of a game, France England.
gas.
That game, yeah, like I just have one thought about the game. If England can play that kind of football, attacking football, and they have the players, what was Tuchel doing in the Argentina game?
The
Like, why would
Argentina
you
game.
sit
Yeah.
back? Like, you've seen throughout the tournament that how Argentina, when they go on the back foot, they press and they score in the end. And why would you want to like sit back, five at the back, and give so much space to Argentina? Because all Argentina needed was one long shot to convert, and then the game would open up, and then they would, of course, go on to win it. And that's exactly what happened. Enzo Fernandez got so much space, he scored, and rest is history. So I just don't know what Argentina were thinking. Why did they not attack?
Yeah, I think England sort of gave it away by not attacking further. Like they got very like I don't know, like maybe complacent is a good word to say it because they felt that they could just defend that one goal lead they had with like around 30 minutes left, which was I think very silly.
Yeah, मतलब
They should have kept
मैं
attacking
सुबह
more.
मैं सुबह उठा and I saw the score 4-6. I was like, oh, सबसे पहले पानी से पीने से पहले मैंने highlights देखे. I'm like, I need to watch the highlights of this game. And मतलब बहुत ही crazy था. मतलब 4-0 they were down in half, and then 4-3 हुआ. एम्बापे ओलिसे वाले ने गोल करा, फिर डेम्बेले ने गोल करा, फिर 5-3, 5-4, 6-4. It was like a roller coaster of a ride.
Saka hat
And फिर
trick
last
like
में हाँ.
Saka had a hat trick, which was pretty crazy as
Yeah.
well.
And now Arsenal fans are going to be in a delusional that Saka had a hat trick, and Messi didn't in this World Cup. Well, Messi also actually had a hat trick in this World Cup. Now that I think
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean,
But I don't
I
think.
have one complaint. Like, not complaint. This game was more like the game that we saw in the Champions League between Bayern and PSG.
it
Like the
was
defenders were not existent. Like both teams, I don't know. Like I
it
don't
was like
know.
a goal fest.
Yeah, like Konate, I don't know what he was doing. And same for the England back line. Like I know, like
I
they
mean,
don't have the strongest back line, but still, like I don't know. But yeah, GG's to Mbappe. for sure he's winning the Golden Boot and the
Golden Boot
Golden Ball
assist.
like award. He's the best player of the tournament. I think he had 10 goals and 4 assists or 3 assists. So for sure,
Four.
yeah. So then he's for sure the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And now he also made a record. He's the highest goal scoring
Yeah, like
in
I
World
think
Cup
right
history,
now
and he
it's
Oh,
still has like
your
like
World
at
Cup. He
least
has like
one
two
or
World
two.
Cups.
Yeah, so he'll score more.
Two.
he'll score more.
And
Yeah,
Unai Simon, I'm pretty sure is going to win the Golden Glove. Spain has
yeah,
only
Yeah,
conceded one, I think, one
most
goal in the
likely. Yeah,
tournament.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Actually, I want to say, like, of course, Unai Simon made some great saves throughout the tournament, but the back line of Kubarsi and Laporta, Emerick Laporte,
Has been very good.
they work pretty tight. Like, no one, like, of course, Kubarsi has
For sure.
been playing well in La Liga, but Emerick Laporte, he's been playing in Saudi, in Al Nassr, I think, or some other team. For him to, come and in the World Cup play so well with Kubarsi, hats off to him. I don't know, like,
yeah,
I
definitely.
don't think he should stay in Saudi for longer. He still has
Laporte. Yeah,
age on his
yeah.
side. He should come to
He's
like a bigger
he's
club.
not in
Plays in
Saudi.
Bilbao
He
now.
moved
He
to
plays
he
for
plays in La
Bilbao
Liga
now.
now.
To which
He
Yeah,
plays
team?
he
in
plays in
Bilbao, but
Bilbao.
still.
Oh, ये कब
Bilbao,
हुआ?
Bilbao.
Yeah,
Last year only,
2025
एक
only
साल वो
started.
खेला
Yeah, yeah.
Al Nassr and then he moved.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. Oh,
So,
my bad.
But
Yeah.
but still very
irrespective,
good.
very
I think
good.
we have to give a lot of respect to Luis de la Fuente.
For
I think
sure.
he has created a monster of a Spanish team. Chemistry
Exactly.
इनकी insane. Even though all of them मानते सारे बारसा प्लेयर्स और बारसा के लिए स्टार्टिंग में आपके सिर्फ 3 प्लेयर करते हैं like Yamal,
Mhm.
Kubarsi and Pedri. बाकी सब तो आपके सारी और दूसरी टीमें करते हैं and still the
Pedri didn't
chemistry
even
that they
start
have.
today. Pedri didn't even start
Yeah,
because
Pedri
he
I
तो
don't
didn't
hasn't
even
know.
even
start
started
exactly.
for the last 3 or 4
तो
matches.
ये जब
Not
भी
had.
जो ये इसने केमिस्ट्री बना रखी है आई थिंक हैट्स ऑफ टू हिम यही एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वी नो दैट केमिस्ट्री या यूनिटी बेसिकली विंस यू गेम एंड
Exactly.
रीचेस
Also,
दैट
For
वो
sure.
also
ये
the
अर्जेंटीना
substitutions were pretty bang on. Like, all like he brought
Mhm.
हम्म
fresh legs at the required time. Got on Merino, got on Ferran Torres. Even Ferran Torres in the last couple 2 games has assisted and
Has been
changed the
pretty good.
game. So I think that was pretty good. Like trusting the people on the bench, they will impact because of course like playing 120 minutes is in this heat is impossible. Like not impossible, it's pretty tiring for players. And he made the
Exactly.
changes at the perfect time. He removed Rodri, and I think Rodri was their best player in the game. So taking that risk of removing Rodri and Fabian Ruiz at that time, worked out. He
But
made some
he
nice
had the
calls.
confidence in his
Yeah,
players, so kudos to them.
yeah, and then Spain have won the World Cup after 16 years. That's
A
good.
lot of players had a very good season. Even Jude Bellingham, for a midfielder, ended third in the Golden Boot race. He did
Yeah, yeah.
manage to
Like
score
of
a
course, like
last
no
minute
one was
goal.
expecting him to win the Golden Boot, but for him to be in the
But
in the
third, even
fight,
in like sort of in contention is insane. Like he's a
yeah.
midfielder, no chance.
Like, but that's what
आई
you
एग्री
expect from Jode. Like when he plays up front, around the box, inside the box, waiting for the second chances, second balls.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when he's most dangerous. So that was expected of him, and I think like all the talk or all the rumors that before the World Cup that we were hearing that Bellingham would not go to the World Cup
Exactly.
or he won't play or he won't start. Where I think just rumors because even the England team knows that without Bellingham, like he's the one of
They're
the biggest
nothing.
assets they have. You cannot sub him or you
Exactly.
cannot not
They
have him on the
wouldn't have
pitch.
made it past the Norway game even without him or the Mexico one. They've been cooked.
आई एग्री
But another England player who had a very good, I think, who really stood out to me was Jed Spence, like the
Oh,
tackle
yeah, yeah.
in
He's
the
a good player.
Argentina match.
He's a good player for sure.
Really good.
I think he made a name for himself in this World Cup for sure now.
Yeah, yeah,
A
definitely.
lot of players from a lot of teams have made a name for themselves, be it the Capo
Yeah, I
Verde
mean that's
keeper
the
or the Mexican
that's the
players.
magic of the World Cup.
Yeah, like a lot of players.
I think I'll say one more thing. कुछ भी कहो 4 साल में एक बार आता है. It was a memorable World Cup. काफी
Mhm.
memories थी. We were attached so much with a lot of teams and especially one team and yeah, but अब ये होगा कि अब 4 साल बाद देखने को मिलेगा जो भी मिलेगा.
Yes.
Sleepless nights थी बहुत सारी but it was worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah, but
And
yeah, मतलब वही World Cup से that's what you expect. 4 years में एक बार it should be
yeah,
a good tournament. You don't want a
and
bad World Cup.
and I would say it was definitely a banger of a tournament. It did not disappoint as a tournament. Well, as a
For
Tournament.
sure.
fan, like as a fan of a
It was
particular
very
team, it did.
heartbreaking
But
to
as
us,
a
but
yeah, but as a tournament, it was bang on. And I think now we can move on to cricket.
Yeah, we can discuss
yes.
the shambolic
Disaster
performance by India.
cloud.
Like we lost to Ireland,
मजा ही आ गया.
we lost the
Yeah, that was
ODI
embarrassing.
series.
Fuck.
Now we lost T20 and ODI back to back. Like, I don't know क्या चल रहा है team में.
मतलब
Mm,
कुछ वर्ड्स नहीं है डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए, लिटरली चूतियापा चल रहा है, लाइक द बॉलिंग इज लाइक फक। मतलब 60-60 रन दे रहे हो आप T20 में भी ऐसे, मतलब
I
क्या ही बोल
I,
सकते हैं।
I just like I okay like it's better कि अभी like you start giving chance to younger bowlers because after a while of course we know like over reliance we have a bit of over reliance on Bumrah but then not having Siraj not having Kuldeep Yadav in
एग्जैक्टली,
the team
कोई
when you
एक्सपीरियंस तो
know
है
they
ही नहीं।
are like the top 10 top 20 maybe top 5 bowlers and on their day they can easily win you matches single-handedly
और
like I don't understand this over reliance on playing all rounders. Like if you're playing all rounders, then at least use them. Washington Sundar played the last game, didn't
mm,
bowl over, batting he barely batted, like 30 odd runs. Usse better you can just play either a specialist bowler or a specialist batsman if you want to like strengthen your batting. Like I don't know, like if you're playing all rounders, might as well use their ability of bowling. Like so much over reliance on younger
definitely.
bowlers not
थिंक
is not something I
ऐसे में पांड्या की भी कमी थोड़ी खलती है, because he is someone who can perform like on the same day with the bat and the ball both. Like sure, Shivam
Mm,
Dubey, like he's like finished as well and everything, but bowling में मतलब he concedes a
mm,
lot, like he falls under pressure.
not
Same with the rest of them.
definitely.
not just Shivam Dubey. Yeah, of course, Hardik
All
Pandya is a
yes.
class apart player. Like uska to no one's
Yeah,
questioning. I think everyone is agreeing to the fact.
exactly.
But then, why aren't you having Siraj? Why is Siraj not there? Why is Kuldeep Yadav not
Yeah.
playing? Like, if they were
Exactly.
injured, okay, it makes sense. But up to injury, I'm pretty
वही
sure they're
वही
not injured. I don't understand
यू
some
नो
of these calls.
मैंने एक स्टैट पढ़ी थी लास्ट के जो आपके ओडीआई के हाईएस्ट विकेट टेकर एंड लाइक लास्ट 5-6 years उनमें से दो नाम पता है क्या है सिराज एंड कुलदीप यादव एक बुमराह है
And दोनों
नहीं
नहीं
एक
खेल
शमी है एक शमी है ये तीन है शमी सिराज एंड कुलदीप यादव दोनों खेल नहीं रहे
नहीं, but
तीनों ही
Shami,
नहीं खेल
okay,
रहे हैं
like maybe the team has decided we have to move on to the younger side, younger generation. Shami is a little old. Maybe on next World Cup cycle, he won't be fit, with injuries and all. That makes sense, okay, if that's what they're deciding. But then why is Siraj not there? Siraj is one of the best, like still one of our best
Of
bowlers
course,
after Bumrah.
for
And
sure.
डेफिनेटली
Kuldeep Yadav, like
डेफिनेटली
he had a mediocre to bad IPL, okay, but that was IPL. Like ODI, mein, he
It's
knows he's
so
bowled so
different. You
much,
cannot make
especially
decisions.
when asked to like today's game, so it was like, looking like कि England की batting against India had no option. Like they didn't know कि हम किसको bowl कराएं, how do we take a wicket? Because generally when we struggle, either Siraj steps up, Kuldeep or Bumrah, and यहाँ पे कोई नहीं था. Gurnur Brar, like he's still young, like you don't expect him to be the game
Yeah,
changer.
yeah, definitely.
Prasidh Krishna ने करा, but
भाई he had
कितना
the
ही करा.
Gurnur Bhan had the third most expensive ODI figures
But
for an Indian in ODI
this is his
history.
like debut
Even
series,
I
so
believe
Oh,
he
but
needs to
still,
work
bro.
on his conceding. Like, ठीक है, ये कभी wicket निकालता है, but once he like starts like giving runs, there's no end to it.
towards the end of the innings, though, when Butler was
He,
on fire,
yeah,
none of the bowlers like Prasidh Krishna,
exactly.
ye Gurnur Brar, they were getting hammered. So like experience, and then I think
Try
even in batting, way too much over reliance on the top three. Like जैसे पहले Dhawan, Rohit, and Kohli पे reliance था, अब Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, and again Virat Kohli पे है. If they aren't scoring,
exactly.
Ishan Kishan hasn't scored. Shreyas Iyer
Then
has
you're
not
done.
scored. Uska T20 maybe he just scored one game.
Rahul is stuck in a position he's not like sure sometimes he performs, but he's not a natural. So the whole lineup to me doesn't make sense considering we have so many players in the team who perform best when they're in top three. Shreyas Iyer, Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul. These are all people who either open or they come one down. And sab to matlab openers ही. It's just like I don't know, like they need to balance everything out and straighten it up a bit because this team in any format so far is not working. And
Especially that we were going to play on
सेमीफाइनल में
in
नहीं
in
पहुंचेगा
a bouncy track and like जहाँ पे we
exactly,
need pace bowlers where and we might need one spinner, okay, like that can be Akshar Patel, that can
so
be Kuldeep Yadav, depending on if you want to go with one spinner or one part time, like all rounder. But we need to figure out the bowling lineup and our batting lineup needs to figure out how to play on tracks that are not flat. I think IPL के
exactly.
flat track की वजह से batters have I think last
की हालत
दो तीन
खराब हो
series
गई
से
है
you've
for
seen that they can't play on tracks which are not flat. जहाँ पे भी थोड़ा सा pace है, bounce है या फिर seam है, our batters are struggling.
exactly,
And of course England like Jacob Bethel and Ben Duckett, I think they had a 190 something partnership, opening partnership.
exactly.
That was crazy. Like, when you're scoring so
Even
many runs.
today, our top three, like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, again, they prove time and again why they're a class apart. In the younger generation, even Gill has been very consistent, like in ODI. In the younger generation, he is like proving himself at least. But Rohit and Kohli, they never disappoint, always proving why they're like the best. And like just like literally GG के मुंह को मतलब एकदम बंद करा देना, like yo, like shut the fuck.
Today's match was a perfect sign where, like, to
Exactly.
all the critics and all the rumors that you cannot not have Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli in the
He will never
2027
count
World
them
Cup
out.
if India wants to win it or have ambitions of winning it. If we don't want to win it, then
आप भूल जाओ.
sure,
Because
then
the players right now, they're not handling pressure that well. Like Ishan Kishan, Shreyas Iyer, like when you really need them, they're not really there to be seen. So, कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा इन्हें, and they can like not count Roko out in any case.
sure. Let's move on to the third big event of the day, which was the Belgian GP.
Formula One Spa.
This may be, of course, Anthony's sixth win of the season.
Prodigy.
Yeah,
That kid is a prodigy.
he is not stopping.
Too good.
He is not stopping. Like, he
He has
Not
the
finishes
car and he has the skills.
even in the
exactly.
opening lap. थोड़ा सा fumble हुआ, but then throughout the race he caught up, and then एक बार he's managed, like, he's not making a mistake. Like, even when he's leading or when he's P2, he's chasing down Leclerc.
True.
He's not making a mistake. I want to bring up the point where I think थोड़ा controversial है, where Hamilton got a 5-second penalty on the opening lap because of his crash with Russell, where Russell, after when he crashed, he went out. He gave a statement that he thought it was a racing incident. The car like lost power and then he was helpless. Even Toto thought that it was a racing incident. Even
Yeah, but
FIA,
FI
even the FIA statement is very weird. Like, they say that Hamilton did everything to avoid the crash, but they're still not giving a 10-second penalty, but giving a 5-second penalty, which to me, I don't know. What are you trying to do? Like,
makes no sense. I don't think that penalty was needed.
yeah, like, I think
Like
it was a normal racing incident. Unlucky
exactly, it
that
was
Russell
just
was out of the race, but
exactly.
then Hamilton, I don't think could have done anything differently to avoid the crash. Like, there was no space.
Sure.
But it was a crazy race. Why I think Hajar, like, he started from the back
Yeah,
and he
from
came into
P21 to
points.
P6, insane. And Red Bull did cook with the strategy,
Red Bull, I
even
think,
though they know the
always cook with
system.
the strategy. Like, the
Yeah, for sure.
car can be bad. You can question the car,
Even
question
the
the driver, but the strategy is mostly always on point. And that
always
again
on point.
happened and helped Hajar a lot
Even
today.
like in qualifying, how they knew that Hajar would place a grid penalty in any case, so they
Yeah,
maximized it in a way so that Max could qualify at P2,
Yes.
even though like he probably wouldn't have been able to reach P2. It would have been like a P5, P6 without that whole
and the whole Ferrari
throwing
debacle,
strategy.
like, you have the car, you have the drivers. Leclerc qualifying me okay, like, fumble happened, but then Leclerc and Hamilton both in the opening laps were pretty fast. Had it not been for the penalty and maybe the other debacle that the pit stop mein hua, where Hamilton almost crushed or like ran over the one of the pit members, which was also easily avoidable. Uske because of that, Hamilton was facing issue because the front wing was not adjusted to the new tires, and hence he was not having
Exactly.
pace. I don't know. Ferrari have the car. I don't know what they are doing. Like, they should be like challenging for wins and
Able
podiums.
to maximize it more, but that's the way Ferrari always has been. There is still like around what like a 50-point difference between Lewis and Kimi, and with
50
two
and
races cut off,
Ferrari
it be
Ferrari का biggest enemy खुद Ferrari है भाई.
for sure, like,
every race they
and
find a
the
way to
thing with
fuck it up.
Kimi, and the thing with Kimi is that even though it's like his what like second season in Formula One, they have the fastest car and he's maximizing it. And like if he wins it, then it will be like a very like deserving win for him, unless he like somehow like bottles it how Piastri had done last year.
Nah,
Do you think
I
Max has like some more scope to like maybe like if the car gets upgraded, like he can be like come
Max.
up like he
I
did last
don't
season or
think
like
so because I
the
think Ferrari are still there. Both Leclerc
yeah
and Hamilton have won races. Like, they have had podiums. They are performing well. It's only the team strategy and minor tweaks that if they fix, they might be there. But I think Bono
me
and Toto and like the whole Mercedes setup, they are too experienced to bottle this title. It's a 50-point gap. That is, unless there's something massively wrong with the car and their DNF,
like
like how
DNFs and everything.
or the crash. I don't think they should be bottling the season, considering there are two races less in the season.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
अभी तो आधा सीजन बचा भी है unless कुछ किम के का ब्लैक मैजिक हो जाए बेचारे बच्चे पे, you know.
yeah, but Antonin
They
has
just
been
get
like
those waves.
he has been like, even though we all expected Russell to be the lead driver before the season,
Yeah,
considering he was winning races even when even when Mercedes were having a bad car. Now Antonelli has shown that why he was the next prodigy, and why Mercedes wanted him as fast as possible,
exactly.
and they didn't want him
And
Mm,
why
wanted to
he
lose
was
on him.
Lewis Hamilton's replacement.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
like
even
yeah.
surprised it's such a
Successor.
young kid who is old enough to be his child as his replacement, like insane.
and you can
Talent है
But
see
भाई. Scout है
the
proper by Toto.
you can see the difference between how the team manages both the drivers. You can see, like, at times when Antonelli is like fuming and like he's losing his mind, Bono and Toto both, tell him, oh, calm down, you're just a kid. Just shut up and just, focus on the race, put your head down. Whereas, sometimes Russell, like, of course, he's more experienced, but then Russell, they're dealing differently. And I think if it's going to come to, like swapping positions going forward, I think the team now has to choose Antonelli as their main driver for the season if they want to win the drivers'
because they need to
championship.
prioritize the win for sure.
And I think Russell is just, just like he had some percentage of chance going into this race, but I think up to it's basically going towards zero.
थोड़ा GG's हो गया है,
Mm.
unless
Yeah.
like कुछ
उसने
हो.
खुद ही अपने इंटरव्यू में बोला था basically I don't have any hope of winning this championship anymore. उसने खुद ही बोल दिया पता नहीं
Like, I'm sure he's going to hope, but then,
क्यों.
like, because even last year we saw it went down to the last race. But then now it's like
Yeah,
on
you never
Russell,
know.
on Antonelli to fumble it, and not for, like, like,
Yeah,
even if they
definitely.
both win or come P1, P2, there is going to be, like, it might be too late for it.
Yeah, like with the new regulations, like sometimes it feels like slightly boring at times, but like it's like I like Kimmy, so it's like really fun to watch the races. And Toto for sure is and will be my most favorite like team principal ever.
Yeah,
Like
the
no,
races,
nothing stopping him. Like
Definitely.
races
the way
are,
he's so passionate about everything.
yeah, the races, but do tend to become a little boring at times, beach mein, if there's nothing happening. But then
Exactly. Sometimes
FI sprinkle random VSCs every 10, 20 minutes to spice up the race.
exactly.
They randomly put a VSC like in today's race where, like,
They don't want to keep the fans going.
yeah, they want कि like एक VSC डाल देते हैं, कोई गलती से pit stop strategy fumble कर देगा, and then race will become exciting. I think,
But yeah, like Hadjar has been good in Red Bull so far, so
yeah,
his seat is secure considering how after Toto
hopefully
left
his
there was
seat is
a little
secure.
chaos. Lindblad has also won. Like, is he
Evenly,
like just?
even
Yeah, he's been
both
very
the
good.
racing bulls, like even today
Yeah,
before the
both.
race, Norris and Piastri, when Stella was being interviewed, that what are your thoughts and how the race is going to progress, he said that till the racing bulls we should be passing all the cars, but then at racing bulls when we reach them, it'll be hard for us to pass because they have had some decent pace and race pace. And that's what happened. It took Norris and Piastri some time to go beyond the racing bulls. But
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
of
yeah. Like
course,
Norris. Oh,
Lindblad is also way too young, but he's performing well. They both are finishing in
yeah,
points. So
exactly.
they are doing what
It's
is
like
expected of them, and whatever maximum they can, extract from that car.
it's nice to have some sort of Indian representation on the grid because he's like
He's,
ethnically
yeah,
half Indian, but
yeah.
I
we
think this
have
is
the
it
next. Yeah, yeah. This is it
about
for
all the
today,
three
I guess.
sports.
Yeah.
अभी इतना ही कवरेज है. FIFA World Cup खत्म हो गया है. Football I think we'll cover in I
Next
think one and a
month,
half month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that will take like at least a
Um,
week or so for
Cricket
some.
का अभी कोई इतना series आ नहीं रहा है, but we'll try to cover as much as we could, guys, for you guys.
Yes, we have the
And
GP next
F1
week,
तो है ही. Yes, F1 तो है ही.
but then it's gonna be very lull because of the summer break in almost all sports.
And
Yeah.
congratulations to Spain again for winning the World Cup.
Ah,
Yes.
Ike fue.
By the way, just out of like randomly, I was seeing Rodri won the Golden Ball.
Huh.
Yeah, not
That
Mbappe.
That is a
is in
bit surprising.
that is controversial.
That is a bit
Yeah, I was not
surprising.
expecting that.
I
Because
didn't.
Golden Shoe तो award ही नहीं दिया गया है.
That was not something I was expecting.
That
I didn't even
is
have
genuine.
Rodri in my
Even
top.
if Messi won it, I'd have understood.
Yeah, I like he's performed it.
Yeah,
Like, he's had a
Rodri
good
won.
performance throughout
Rodri
the
won.
tournament, but then I didn't expect, like, he's had like
Yeah,
a
he
good
won
game
Player of the
today.
Tournament.
He had a good game against Portugal. He had a decent game against France. But yeah, like, good, like, he had a
Yeah,
very
he won.
consistent performance. So, but I was not expecting this, honestly.
Yeah,
Same,
I
I
would have
was
thought
not
Mbappe would have
expecting.
won it like by a mile, but
But
But I think they
ठीक है यार,
wanted to
अब
give.
I guess
I think they wanted to give it from the winning
people.
game. So
in something.
yeah,
Yeah, who won the Golden Glove? Unai Simon or
Simon,
yeah,
Simon,
both
yeah,
Simon.
expected. That too, we were just talking about earlier
that
was
is too
expected,
expected. But
Kubarsi won Young Player of the Tournament, which I guess
fair
is
which is
enough.
fair.
also
He's
pretty
been
fair.
very
He's
good.
like what 18, 19. He's I think
Yeah.
had
Exactly.
one of the most contributions, like defensive contributions in the
I
Spain
mean, if he
squad.
won over Yamal in terms of youngest, that
That
makes sense.
is. I mean, if you ask the most people at the start of the World Cup, they'd have bet everything on Yamal to be winning that. But
But then Yamal didn't have that impact, that you were expecting. In the
yeah,
Euros, he
no,
had that
not at all.
impact, and for Barca, he
He
has that
scored one
impact.
goal. Like I wouldn't have
Mm.
expected him to have at least 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Like, because he did that in the Euros 2 years ago. So this World Cup wasn't really his best, but he's so
not
young.
just goals like you like the attacking outlet also. Like he was, defenders were able to lock him down easily. Like he
Exactly,
wasn't
like
able
they
to
found
create
his
that much of flair as you expect from
opportunities.
Yamal. I guess that's all
Mm.
for today then.
I
That's
guess that's
it
all
for
for today,
today's
guys.
episode. If you guys liked our
Please,
content, please like and
yes,
subscribe
please.
and follow us
Yeah,
on Instagram at No Punditry
yeah. We'll make sure to cover as much as we could for you, so you
as
guys
we
are
can in the
updated with
coming
the sports,
months.
and so that
Any
we can
news
also
and
turn you guys into sports paglu like we are.
yes, and if you have any suggestions or any kind of content we could possibly cover, please drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.